Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K
It's time to vote for your top play of the year.
Since the launch of NBA 2K25, you have voted for your favorite plays.
And it comes down to these two. So here's Scott Moak with the call. Listen up.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. A look at Indiana's starting group. Nembhard and Mathurin, they're the wings. Keegan Murray is out there with Miles Turner. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. And for New York, Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 3 slot. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air, Grant.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base...
Substitution on the court.
Halliburton for 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Tries a 10-footer. Yikes. He misses another one. He's 0 for 7.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight. And they cracked the top 5 for team three-point percentage. That gave them such an edge on the offensive end, forcing the defense to come out and cover them at the arc.
And as you said, a great year for them on the glass. They battled down low.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
Knicks leading by 7. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Can they get it? Can't get the layup.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Here's MP. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
16.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Bulls, they've risen to 3rd in the latest Power Rankings, playing well as of late.
Seeing where the Knicks are, They were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
Dadier, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Halliburton, the pass to Toppin. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. To snap the cold streak. The rebound by Jackson.
This is not what they need from him this quarter. He is way off.
Here's Dadier. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And once again, off the mark by Indiana. New York leading by 15. Here's Kolek. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Knicks lead 22-5.
Halliburton surveys the floor. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exact. New lineup here for New York. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. Here's Halliburton. He picked up 36 points in their last win against Charlotte.
In total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Keegan Murray. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Basket's good. Towns has got 6.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Oh, yeah, Mathurin does have the short corner shot, so you can't let him get room from there.
Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Mathurin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Mathurin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
Here's MP. Oh, MP with the hammer.
I like how MP did not settle for the lay-in. He left no room when he threw it down.
Here's Halliburton. Still without a bucket. Looking to get back on track. Nembhard outside. Halliburton, no good. New York leading by 15. Takes it in. Indiana with a rebound. Halliburton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Murray. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It goes on Josh Hart.
Yeah, once Murray starts feeling it, he's dangerous. The defense recognized that and closed out a bit too quick.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers did not have a great showing. He contributed a handful of points, and plus, he nabbed a couple boards. His struggles lately have the coaching staff and his teammates concerned. Everyone just wants to see him getting back to playing his best. Guys?
Okay, thanks for that report. Even the best players have bad games. That was clearly the case the other day.
And now the question is, can he rebound from that performance? You have to have a short memory after a bad outing.
That is the question, and I'm guessing he can. I'm sure he's discouraged, but he won't dwell on it. He knows how to deal with having an off night.
Jackson, he's checked in for New York. The Pacers also with a sub. Toppin's checked in. Here's MP. Halliburton with some nice D.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Shots good by Mathurin.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Knicks leading by 11. Alexander Walker, the pass to MP. It's tipped. Mathurin against Hart. Pass to Turner. The three is up. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got rebound number 7 tonight. MP, the pass to Jackson. Back to MP. It's stolen by Halliburton. Mathurin with the ball. From downtown, down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
3 points.
Mathurin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
MP shot is off.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, games like this really show Turner is the full package. When he puts it all together, it's special.
Outside Hart, pass to McBride. Here's MP. MP right through him.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
38-30.
Halliburton outside. No good on the triple. A deep 3 from MP. And no good. And so it's New York.
With a score, the Knicks 38, the Pacers 30. And your Knicks City Kids.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. So both teams changing it up here. Halliburton against MP.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Second shot opportunity, and it's finished off inside by Jackson. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter.
They just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
They've got Josh Hart. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Kolek in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Paul passes to MP. From 13, it's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
OMP. He got that tweener working.
Halliburton, the pass to Pirtle. Stolen by MP. A minute 15 left in the third. Rejected by Halliburton.
Got to be impressed with Halliburton's defensive instincts there. I mean, able to come away with the rejection. You don't see guards do that a lot. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Back to Hart. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Indiana ball.
Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. Second is Tyrese Halliburton.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
To the middle. Second chance effort. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
Down low. Halliburton with the steal. Now the Pacers on the move. Here's Armstrong. Goes back up. The rebound by Kolek. Kolek's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. You gotta respect that hustle.
And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That's his first foul.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Coming on to the floor.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Paul passes to MP. Kept alive. And it's Towns with the power finish. And that's a double-double for him now.
Knicks lead.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so it's New York earning this break in the action, up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm changes here for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Jackson. Ball comes in for McBride, and MP subbed in for Brunson. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for New York.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And following that, the number of second chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
On the court for the Pacers, they've got Andrew Nembhard, Jakob Poeltl out there with Miles Turner, and it's Love in at the 2 guard.
Well, the anticipation and the hustle from MP, I mean, doing it all himself.
Knicks lead
141 left in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on MP. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
2 shots.
And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, BA. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Knicks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
High energy throw down that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. MP no good. Halliburton right side from 10 feet away. Here's Poeltl. Oh, Paul with the block. Here's Hansen. He's guarded by Nembhard. Hansen passes to MP. Here's Towns. Back to MP. It counts.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
The winner of seasons 1 through 3 was Tracy McGrady in the theater, launching for a 360 slam with their launch day build. An amazing play from the early days of NBA 2K25. And the winner from seasons 4 through 6 was Greatness 1221 in the theater. After downing a defender, rises up and rotates.
And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At forward, at 6'5", number 14, Nikhil Alexander-Walker. At guard, at 6'1", number 2, Miles McBride. At forward, at 6'3", number 3, at center, at 7 feet, number 32, Karl Anthony Towns. At guard, at 6'1", number 11, David the head coach of the Knicks,
Welcome to, and here's Memphis' starting group. They've got Desmond Bane, Ja Moran's out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 2-guard. And for the Knicks, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Miles McBride is out there with, we should see some group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
A new lineup here for New York. It's good.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Grizzlies trail by 7.
19.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Here's Edey. It's rebounded by New York. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis.
An interconference matchup. Now, last year, they beat this team in both games.
MP shot is off. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Fox with the ball. Now guarded by MP. Back to Fox. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
Pass to Kolek. Unloads from 13. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Knicks lead.
Paul's got 3 assists in the game. 1:27 left in the opening quarter. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
MP outside. 59 seconds left in the first. No good there with a step-back J.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Ooh, a good look from Fox. They get the rebound. Edey, that's good.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Here's MP, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
Yeah, and unlike a lot of other young players, MP has shown he's comfortable working in the mid-range.
Here's Fox, driving in, and it's Fox with the jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
At the line.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Pass to Edey. Here's Mason. And that's not going to go. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for New York.
32. The Grizzlies. 28. Then.
Team's deciding to change it up. They've got Josh Hart. Also Isaiah Jackson out there. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with MP. And it's Kolek in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. And so it's Hart with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. We'll coach one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete. And he is, without a doubt, one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Pacers gave them a bit of a boost. He picked up 18 points, and he was able to provide some stout defense on that end of the court, too. And after being on a losing streak, he came up big and helped them get back in the winning column. Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Can't hit that one. New York has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. And Kolek gets it to go. And now it's a 4-point Knick lead.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Morant with it. He's got 15. Oh, he hammers that one down right in the face of MP.
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. They get it back, and the dunk by Jackson.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
You got to be impressed with Fox's court awareness. He has a feel for when one of his guys is uncovered.
MP, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
From the baseline. And it's Fox missing.
Good shot, gone bad. Got to finish there.
And he's going for the lob. And the dunk by Jackson.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, BA.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Morant. Misses the 3. New York leading by 4. MP outside. They get it again. Jackson, the pass to MP. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
And they've gotten enough looks at it. The basket will not count. The quarter ended before he got it off.
That was a great idea to give it a second.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
The Grizzlies, 57.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from teams will make substitutions. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Jackson out there with Edey. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mason in at the small forward position.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Out left to the wing. Takes a three. Mason with the bucket. Mason's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Fires from the line. MP no good. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Getting it done inside. MP. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for New York.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, something else that has stood out to me has been their aggressiveness on the boards. They're just out-muscling the opposition on the offensive glass.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year. He said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Fox against MP. Fox, the pass to Mason. Jackson with it. Pass to Hood-Schifino. 6 to shoot. 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Can't nail the jumper. Here's MP. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Hart. Hart's gotten his third basket of the night.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
New York making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian Devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fox outside. Pass to Edey. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
And so it's New York, ending the quarter up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable...
He's checked in for New York. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Brunson finds MP. to stop the run. That one rolls around and rims out. Memphis leading by 3. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's MP in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. They shoot again. Mason with the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Yeah, that's a great find by Morant. He draws so much attention. There's usually someone open.
Here's MP. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Memphis has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Morant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Graham.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Towns passes to MP. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Bane. It's stolen by Hart. And they're running. Ahead. Here's Alexander Walker. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
93.
Here's Edey. Covered by Towns. Kuchefino's shot is off.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Alexander Walker. The shot from the low post is good. And it's now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And here's Morant outside. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, you have to appreciate how selfless Towns is. If you get wide open, he'll reward you.
Timeout called. Memphis.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And now let's take... "11 seconds left in the final quarter. Fox outside. Over Towns. Oh, no good! And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. 14th foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies, Desmond Bane.
And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.
Good game last night.
1 million VC is on the line. It's voting time. Is it a new favorite or maybe a play you've boosted through every vote? All year long, your submissions have been outstanding. We look forward to announcing the winner during the 2K TV Awards. Congrats, and thank you to everyone who participated. It's been a pleasure to announce. We'll see you next time.
If you're enjoying the NBA playoffs and want to recreate the action yourself, NBA 2K is the place to be.
That's right. Located within My League and My NBA eras, the playoffs allows you to fully customize a 16-team NBA bracket. You can play in the current postseason bracket or mix things up and add any team to join the fun. Whether it's a current roster, all-time, or classic, this playoff bracket is entirely
Phoenix, Arizona, the destination for the Knicks. Few big men have ever possessed the skill set of Karl Anthony Towns. He's hoping to put it to use here as they make their game plan against the Suns. Knicks, Suns, up next. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Paul in at the 2. And for the Suns, Jose Alvarado is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's James Wiseman. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Dunn in at the 4-man position. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but
it's a completely new group for the Suns. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pulls up, high post. Another shot. Got a hand on it. Here's Ellis. He had 9 points in his last time out. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
To the left side wing. Here's Kolek. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Smart decision right there by MP, making the D pay for leaving his teammate uncovered.
And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for the Suns.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Lets a 3 fly. The Knicks with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Here's Ellis, and he jams it home with authority.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Count it.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
The Suns have gotten 8 of 16 attempts to fall. Pass to Graham. Bridges outside. A minute 6 left in the first quarter of the game. And now let's glance at the league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year. New York, 4th.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Bridges hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Hardaway. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Yeah, mixing it up inside. And I like when Hardaway Jr. tries his luck close to the rim.
59 seconds left to play in the first. Highland against MP. Pass to Bridges. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Here's Hardaway, and it's New York with another.
You love that. Hardaway getting into his jump shot off the bounce.
Suns trail by 4. Grant outside. Here's Highland. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
A nice shot by Dadier.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Highland. Sinks it from distance. Highland's got 7 points in the game.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
MP up top. Pass to Jackson. Here's Dadier. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 7. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. New York out in front.
The Knicks, 30. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. Wiseman, he's checked in for Grant. Bridges comes in. For Dunn. Brown, he's checked in for Devin Booker, and it's Highland in for Ellis. They got Bones Highland. Also Bruce Brown out there. Wiseman is out there with Brandon Ingram, and it's Bridges in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He picked up 18 points, and he really showed up on the defensive end as well, using all of his versatility. And he had an overall impressive game, chipping in multiple ways. He was Mr. Versatility. BA?
Thanks, Alec. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
To the inside. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by MP.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
The shot no good. Brown with some nice D. For Phoenix, they've gotten 7 of 16 shots to go in the second. To the paint. The jump hook. Oh, MP with a block. Here's Dadier going inside.
And MP's teammates appreciate this. He understands how valuable passing is to team chemistry, and he learned it quickly.
Suns trail by 3. Outside, Highland. Ingram on the wing. Bridges outside. Launches a 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's MP. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Grant's checked in for Phoenix. Ellis comes in for Brandon And Ingram. Highland's got space. And the Suns miss again. Knicks leading by 3. Here's Kolek. Uses the glass on the layup. Kolek's got his second basket of the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Brunson against Brown. Pass to Highland. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Brunson finds MP. Here's Dadier. To the inside. MP. The shot comes out. With 1 on the clock. Doesn't go for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close.
Suns 40, the Knicks 45.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been the Suns will go for a different look here. Grant's checked in for Wiseman. Brown comes in for Ingram. Ellis is checked in for Booker. And it's Highland in for Alvarado. So on the floor for New York, Isaiah Jackson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's MP, and it's Paul in at the 3 spot. Here's Highland. And they get it back. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Brown. Tries again. Here's Ellis. Clock at 2. And Highland good for 3. Highland's got 10.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Jackson on the wing. No points so far. And the shot goes.
Isaiah Jackson.
And the Knicks lead by 6.
Tremendous individual play. I mean, challenging the heart of that defense.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tibbs' MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Pass to Ellis. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Paul can't get it to go. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Here's Highland. That 3's off the mark.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to MP. Looking to end this cold spell. Rebounded by Highland.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
And the bucket is good. 14 points for him.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Towns passes to Jackson. Outside Paul. He drops it from range.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively. As
the Knicks 68.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
is checked in for Grant. New York making a switch here. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there are so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
They've got Devin Booker. Wiseman is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Ellis in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. MP. Alvarado with a rebound. Alvarado's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the wing on the left. Here's Ellis. Knocks it down from distance. Ellis has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
From the high post. Hart finds MP. And it's New York scoring again.
Well, from this 15, 18-foot area, MP showing he can be effective.
Suns trail by 12. Alvarado outside. Driving inside. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
New York has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. MP shot is off. The Suns running out of time. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Suns making a switch here. Dunn's checked in.
Coming onto the floor for your Suns, Dunn.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth.
MP.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second-chance opportunities.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Hart. Outside, Alexander Walker. Over Ingram. Another one falls for New York.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Knicks.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
Pass to Ellis. Beyond the arc. The Knicks with the rebound. Paul passes to MP. Tries it from 16. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Alexander Walker, the pass to MP. Good work defensively by Alvarado. Outside Ingram. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
We have a very special guest on 2K TV today. We have community member Yena Gaming. Welcome back. We're so excited to have you on again.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, so let's talk about builds. What's your advice on players making a playmaking guard?
If you want to be a good playmaker, I think one thing to do is have your pass accuracy and your ball handling up. So what I have is a 6'3" point guard with 6'7" wingspan, 94 ball handle.
Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. So a look at our starters for the Wizards. We've got Bilal Coulibaly. Onyeka Okongwu is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Mobo in at the 4. And for the Knicks, Karl Anthony early in the season. Players have picked up over the offseason, Doors.
BA, it really is, because yes, do the players take a brief respite unequivocally. You've got to get your body right and get your mind back and rejuvenated. But the fact is, for most NBA players, this is a 365-day commitment. They are working on shooting, conditioning, skill development. There is very little time off for these guys.
They need this. Here's Sarr. The shot won't fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. New York leading by 10.
2 minutes remaining.
Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The young guys can be so fearless. I mean, just look at MP battling there inside. And you have to be impressed how they're getting to the free throw line and taking advantage of those opportunities. You have to love how fearless they play. It keeps getting them to the free throw line.
And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. On the wing, MP. Rebounded by Trent.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
George's shot is off. New York has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Doris, you look at this Washington team. They hit the reset button.
BA, I am sure that's not an easy decision to make, but I believe it was the right move. Washington was kind of stuck at that play-in level. Now they have a clear focus and direction on the future. It may take some time, but I like the plan.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. MP is second.
Very steady at the line. He's the guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Carrington. Washington again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's MP. Jackson. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Wizards trail by 15. Inside to stop the drought. And he sinks the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here he goes. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
MP, the pass to Wade. It's rebounded by Washington.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Rockington, no good. To the left wing. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Wizards ball. Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Tim Hardaway. Hardaway Jr.
Fires away from way outside. It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13.
The Wizards, 21.
Great.
Substitution on the court. At the line for New York, Colin. At the line, one shot.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Wizards trail by 20. They've got MP. Isaiah Jackson is out there with Dean Wade. And it's Najee in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's MP. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. MP's got 5 points.
Oh, pull up on a time. MP doing work.
Pass to Coulibaly. Shot to stop the run. The Knicks pull it in. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Here's Brockington.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Carrington. 5 on the clock. The putback. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Suns made some excellent plays. He added 8 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. And he had a huge effect on the game coming off the bench. He was an instant offense for this team. Back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his... presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Well, I think they're going to need it. This team looks completely different when he's raised his game.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Down low. Back to MP. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards trail by 20. To the middle. Here's Brockington. The layup off target. Here's Kolek, guarded by Trent. And the basket by MP. MP's got 4 points in the quarter.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Hardaway's checked in for New York. And the Wizards making a change here as well. George, he's checked in for Coulibaly. Here's George. The shot off that time. Knicks leading by 22. Down low. Here's MP. Cashes it in from 11 feet. MP's got 9.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
44.
Here's Carrington. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Sarr for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hardaway, the pass to MP. Rebound Washington.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
Inside, Sarr. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
From behind the arc. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker. Big.
So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided.
46. That's the end of the first half with the score. The Knicks, 71. The Wizards.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with New York ends up going with a whole new group, and Washington will go for a different look here. And so in the game for Washington, George out there with Sarr. And it's Brockington in at the 2-guard spot. A nice shot by MP.
Boy, I like when MP tries to carve space in the painted area. So effective down there.
The Wizards trail by 18. Here's Brockington. No made baskets yet. Here's Trent. And the layup is good off the glass.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Here's Hardaway. Pass to Dadier. MP with it. Shot clock at 6. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. MP's gotten 4 this quarter.
You have to be willing to take the mid-range, folks. It makes your game that much more dynamic. MP showing you he's got that.
And here's George. Here's Sarr. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
New York making a switch here. Towns is checked in.
New York Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns.
To the wing, right side. Fires from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Hardaway, the pass to MP. From 10 feet away. And the dunk by Jackson. That gives him a double-double.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And it's good. 2 points.
Assist from Spencer.
50 seconds left in the third. Pass to MP. Good on the shot. MP's got 15 points.
Wanting it more, MP doing work inside.
94-74.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Sarr. Takes the 3. Hardaway grabs the board.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Here's MP. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They're really working the paint now.
Washington's shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. Trend left side. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Now George. Good work there as it goes.
He's not the quickest guy out there, but he can outsmart you and outwork you.
And so it's the New York Knicks. They have a confident 20-point lead right
96. The Wizards.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so...
Both teams making some changes here. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
Tim Hardaway is out there with MP. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Dadier in at the 3. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Well, we all know Poole considers himself a valuable three-point shooter. He will fire away indiscriminately.
MP, the pass to Wade. Back to MP. Now here's Hardaway.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
MP up top, guarded by Poole. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
One of the things you love about MP is his appreciation for the history of the game, studying the former great players, weaving their strengths into his game.
Tips it up. It's rebounded by Wade. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for New York. Towns passes to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Knicks.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jalen Brunson.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. It's rebounded by Washington.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. And the shot goes in.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Here's Carrington, defended by Hardaway. And a foul called on MP. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, Cullen.
Here's Sarr. Pass to Carrington. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
The first free throw is good.
Carrington at the line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 5 ticks left in the game. And he cans that one.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous...
Okay, what about a slashing forward?
Now, slashing forward, it's a little rough around the edges because everybody wants to go and dunk the ball no matter how tall or big they are. I can use what I have, and that is a 6'9" power forward. That's a 7'5" wingspan, and it has a 90 rebound and a 90 steal. And what I can do is I have a 93 driving dunk, so that raises my post rider all the way up to where if I get a step on defender towards the basket, I can just go into a meter dunk and get a contact almost every.
Arriving earlier, the players with a look of intensity as they try to pick up a win on the road. Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, looking at the starting five for Boston. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. This game will count both towards group play as well as the regular season standings.
Yeah, and it's really important to start off with a win. Only 8 teams advance to the elimination round, so there's not a lot of room for failure in this group stage.
Pippen, the pass to Brown. Lets it go from deep. The Knicks pull it in. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that. Their strong transition play is something MP will need to be consistently capable of in this league.
It's stolen by MP.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Nice D from Paul. And here's New York now. They're on a 19-5 run. Here's MP. That shot off. Great D that time from Porzingis. Celtics trail by 10.
Minutes remaining
to the paint. Here's Tatum. Hart pulls it in.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And that one drops for him.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Nickeil Alexander-Walker has built a role around defense and activity, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he's started to understand that not everyone can be that superstar scorer, and he's carved out a role around hustle, but still capable of knocking down shots within the flow of the offense.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 from deep. Brown passes to Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Outside Paul. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Here's MP. Offensive rebound. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. MP's got 6.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Pippen. Up again. Towns with a rebound. Knicks leading by 11. Alexander Walker, the pass to Paul. MP left side. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Pippen.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And it's Paul with the ball for New York. To the inside. Hart passes to MP. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 6.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Josh Hart getting it done for New York.
The Celtics, 14. That's a big round of applause.
New York ends up going with a whole new group. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's MP. Here's the second effort. And Towns with the lay-in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
On the floor for Boston, the 2 J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Pippen in at the point. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Shoots it from the high post, and it's New York scoring again.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Knicks lead, 15.
Boston has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Pippen, the pass to Tatum. The 3. Poke loose.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And the Knicks making a change here. Paul's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Hauser, he's checked in for Porzingis.
Yeah, MP capitalizing on being so close to the hoop.
Inside, here's Pippen. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Pippen's gotten 4 this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots. A tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
Second team foul.
Brown scanning the floor. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's got 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's MP. Offensive board. Hart. Towns down low. Paul finds Hart. Here's MP. Goes up again. Fader on the way. And it's Towns with a bucket inside. 10 points for him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Outside Tatum. It's stolen by MP. Up in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's New York. Up 25 big ones as we head.
38.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for the
Substitution on the court.
Morris against MP, and the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Brown passes to Morris. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. Jackson out there with Dean Wade. Then it's MP, and it's Kolek in a shooting guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. MP outside.
2 minutes.
Goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Jackson's got 10 points.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
And for the Knicks, they're shooting 39% from the field in the third. Now here's MP. Tight defense on him. The second effort. Jackson gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Pass to Hauser. Launches it. And it's New York with a rebound. They host the Pistons after this one. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. And here's MP. Here's Wade, defended by Brown. Here's Kolek. Back to Wade. MP outside. 4 on the clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Celtics ball.
While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. The 4th spot held by the Celtics.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Hardaway's checked in for New York. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Pippen comes in for Morris. And the basket by Pippen.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
To the middle. Here's MP. Soft touch off the glass.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Here's Beasley. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Hardaway's got his second basket on the night.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And so it's the New York Knicks firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnover. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for...
Substitution on the court.
Celtics trail by 18. On the court right now for the Celtics. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. Jaylen Brown is out there with Jason Tatum. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. Checking in for the Celtics.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Pritchard. Hits a 3-pointer.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the 3-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
And the foul called on MP. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Pritchard. 3-pointer. Alexander Walker grabs a board.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's MP. They grab their own miss. Here's Towns, and he banks in the layup. Towns has got 7 points for the quarter.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
Knicks leading by 15. Here's MP. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so MP will bring it up for New York.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Knicks.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jalen Brunson.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Second team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. Pippen comes in for Pritchard. Tatum finds Holiday, and Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to MP. 18 feet out. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Outside Holiday. Oh, he tries a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Celtics ball.
"15 seconds left in the fourth. Down low. The kick to Tatum. Pass to Pippen. On the wing, Holiday.
That's the game, folks, and your Knicks win. The Knicks 112. The Celtics 91. Thank you, fans, for joining us tonight to cheer on your team. Please have a safe trip home, and we hope to
And
see
so
you
New
again
York
soon.
takes this one by a big margin. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to